what point does consuming red dye 40 become dangerous to the human body? Asking for a friend. Hey everybody, it's Molly with AllEars, and we're here today with a brand new festive video. It wouldn't be the holidays without treats, and it certainly wouldn't be holidays at Walt Disney World without a bunch of different treats. So I am headed to all of the parks and Disney Springs to eat some of the best of the holidays so we can find the best and possibly the worst holiday treat this year. I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. It's gonna be jolly. Let's get to it. First things first, we are headed to the Trolley Cart Cafe, also known as the Starbucks here in Disney's Hollywood Studios. Not only do they have your classic white peppermint mocha and all of your different holiday Starbucks drinks you can get around the world, they also have a few holiday treats in their bakery case. First of all, welcome to my office. This is what happens on days like this. There's no tables, you gotta get creative. I may have been too dramatic in my outfit today, considering I'm wearing a scarf, a jacket, a sweatshirt, and jeans, and boots. It was like 50 when I left my house this morning though, but now it's like already 65. So whenever people ask me how to dress in Florida in the winter, I tell them layers, and it's for this very reason. Because I was cold this morning, so I needed the blanket scarf. I now no longer need the blanket scarf, so I can just toss that in my backpack. So blanket scarf, sweaters, light jackets will be your best friend in the winter here, because it can go from like literally 40 to 70 or more in the same day. Anyway, let's eat snacks. Here is my haul from Trolley Car. So this is the Irish Cream Cold Brew. This is their seasonal cold foam. I'm a big fan of the pumpkin one, but this is the Irish Cream. And then this cutie patootie is a reindeer mousse. It's caramel cheesecake over a peanut butter mousse atop a salty pretzel shortbread cookie. So caramel cheesecake is his face, and then a peanut butter mousse, and then the cookie. I love that snacking cookie from the 50th, so I hope this is as good as that. And then this is a return from last year. This is a red velvet whoopie pie. It's a red velvet cake, and then it's got classic cream cheese filling, festive sprinkles, and some powdered sugar on top. So excited to dig into these. First things first, coffee. I asked for half as much of the Irish cream syrup in the actual drink. They put it in the foam as well. Oh yeah, that definitely gives me Bailey's. That gives me Irish cream vibe. I wish it really was Bailey's if I'm gonna sit here and drink this, but that's good. I'll give that, I still like the pumpkin one way more. And for me, when I think holiday drink, I don't think Irish cream, I think like peppermint, you know, or eggnog. So I'm gonna give this 4 candy canes. It's a coffee, it's good. I obviously love coffee, but I probably wouldn't order that again, so I can't give it 5 candy canes. Next up, I unfortunately had to murder Rudolph to see what he looks like inside, so we're gonna get a bite of this. I like all the flavors involved. I like peanut butter, I like cheesecake, I love these snacking cookies, so let's hope this is good. Wow, 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 wow. Hollywood Studios started doing stuff with these snacking cookies, and I am here for it. And I'm here for the fact that this is peanut butter mousse. It's nice and creamy. This is the mousse, but then there's this little crunch from the snacking cookie. Not tasting a ton of the cheesecake. I'm gonna get a bite of just the cheesecake. It's good cheesecake. It's my least favorite part though. My favorite part is for sure the peanut butter mousse creamy with the crunchy pretzel snacking cookie. So that's gonna be 5 candy canes though. That is delish. And last but not least, the red velvet whoopie pie. Again, this is a return from last year, but right off the bat, I can tell you this one is not the right consistency. It's crumbling in my hands. It's very hard to hold. I'm kind of scared to hold it right now, and it immediately started falling apart in my hand. What is this, a beignet? I would say it's not as good as last year, at least not this one. The cake isn't the right consistency. Last year was so moist that you'd pull your hand away, you'd have cake on your fingers. And I think they were trying to correct that, and they overcorrected because the cake part isn't as good. It's not as moist and it's not as rich, so that when you bite into it, all you get is the cream cheese frosting. I'm hoping this just isn't the best one. Unfortunately, this one is only going to get 3.5 candy canes, but when this is done correctly, this is a 5 candy cane snack because it's huge and definitely shareable, and it's only $5. So I hope this is not indicative of all of them, but this one, just consistency-wise, isn't nailing it. We've come to one of my favorite lands, Toy Story Land, for our next treat. You may have guessed what it is. This is the seasonal lunchbox tart from Woody's Lunchbox. These are those like kind of gourmet Pop-Tarts they make here. I love these, and this is the Christmas one, so it's an apple cinnamon, and as you can see, it's gotten a nice winter makeover. So again, this one's apple cinnamon. They do a raspberry one. They've done a candied bacon and Nutella one. My personal favorite they've ever done is the lemon blueberry. That's like the summer one, but this is the Christmas flavor. They've never done a pumpkin one. They should do that. Ooh, this could give lemon blueberry a run for its money. This is better than I remember. They've had this flavor before at the holidays. But it is cinnamony, it is appley. The crust is always perfect on these. It's so buttery and delicious, and it's, I know you're like, a Pop-Tart, why would I buy that? Trust me, it's 20 million times better than a Pop-Tart. This is a really, really good flavor. A+. 5 candy canes. The next spot on our list, Pizza Rizzo, and I got a Ho-Ho holiday haul from there. They actually didn't have their holiday stuff on their mobile order yet, so I had to wait in the standby line, which took a very long time. So my friendly reminder to you, even though the standby lines are open, unless you have an allergy or you have a question, mobile order really is so much faster. But anyway, this is the holiday cannoli. They do a cannoli for basically all holidays at Pizza Rizzo, but this is a butterscotch caramel one. And then they also have this frozen salted hot chocolate. You can get it non-alcoholic, or this has a cherry bourbon added to it, so that's obviously the grown-up version. That drink you can get a couple of places. They usually do a couple of holiday drinks, and you can get them at several of the quick service spots around. But this is our Pizza Rizzo stop. And before you ask, yes, I did bring my stuff over by the snowman and the Christmas sort of photograph it, which is why I'm like crouching on the ground. What do you think his name is? Probably like Reginald. Good day to you, Reginald. Anyway, let's try this.
Ooh.
Now I drank it off the bottom, so that's the non-alcohol so far in my mouth. And it's definitely caramel, definitely hot chocolate, but it's frozen, so it's kind of fun. Now I can get the alcohol. Yep, there's the alcohol. The alcohol adds more of a cherry flavor, though you can feel that little burn on the back of the throat. I actually think this would be better with regular bourbon because it's already caramel and hot chocolate. I don't think we needed cherry, but I think regular bourbon would have been better, so you get that kind of like burn on the back of your throat like you're drinking something special. This is actually very, very good, though. I think I would actually recommend the non-alcoholic version because if you want to have a cocktail here, there are much better cocktails you can have. There are some holiday cocktails, other ones we haven't gotten yet, but also I would rather just go to Baseline and get a beer there, or go to the Brown Derby Lounge and get a cocktail there or something, versus use this as my alcohol for the day, you know what I mean? But the hot chocolate part of it is excellent. I think it's fun because I love hot cocoa, but it's usually too warm here to drink hot cocoa, so I like the frozen salted caramel. This is a fun holiday treat. I like the marshmallows on top, so I'm going to give it 5 candy canes. I'm going to give the alcohol version 4 candy canes, but I imagine the real version would be 5. Next up, the infamous Pizza Rizzo cannoli. They do these literally every season. And while they're okay usually, like I liked the pumpkin one a lot because I liked the pumpkin cream cheese filling, they're not the best cannoli ever. At Halloween, the shell was way too soft. It didn't have that crunch you want when you get a cannoli, but let's see if butterscotch caramel has improved. It's very cute. It's once again a fine dessert, but the shell ruins the cannoli action. Like, there's no crunch at all past the initial bite. And then it's just kind of meh. The filling's fine. If you like butterscotch and caramel, it's fine. This is never one that I recommend going out of your way for. I don't recommend eating at Pizza Rizzo either, really. So this is one of those things that, like, if the dining plan still existed and you were getting dessert, get this, it's fine. But there are far better desserts we've already had. We've got more on our list for seasonal things, and then there's far better not holiday desserts at this park as well. There's still the Wookiee cookie over at Backlot Express. I love some of the 50th treats here, that blondie, that snacking cookie. So unfortunately, Pizza Rizzo is once again a miss, and I will be forced to give this 2 candy canes. From one of my least recommended quick service dining locations in Walt Disney World to one of my most favorite places in Walt Disney World, headed over to Baseline Tap House, and wouldn't you know it, they have a Christmas beer on tap. Very exciting. It's not even on the menu yet, but I always ask, and they said they just put this on tap. This is the Sierra Nevada Celebration IPA, so they said it's going to be a little bit piney, very heavy, very hoppy, make you feel like a celebration in your mouth. So I'm excited to give this a whirl, because I love Baseline, I love the cast members there. Shout out to the bartenders who took a close-up picture of the tap, because it wasn't on the menu yet for me. Let's try this beer. Cheers. Coming off of that very, very sweet salted caramel hot cocoa, this is hitting the spot. It's a good beer. It's definitely hoppy. It's definitely an IPA if you're a lighter beer drinker, like if you do like domestic lagers or you're used to like even like Mexican style lagers or ales. This is definitely going to be hoppier, so you have to like that. But it's definitely not the heaviest beer I've ever had at Baseline either. It sits somewhere kind of in the middle. I do get a little bit of a celebration vibe for it. It reminds me vaguely of Shiner Cheer, if I've got any Texas friends out there that are familiar with that beer. That's one that my husband looks forward to all year long, and we scrounge all of Florida to try and find Shiner Cheer because that's our favorite holiday beer. But hoppy, nice, delicious. I love Baseline Tap House. One of my favorite places to come. They've got that great charcuterie board. You can do the beer flights if you don't want to commit to a full drink. But I'm going to go ahead and give this one, I'm going to give it 4.5 candy canes. I do like lighter beers. I like wheat beers. This one's a little hoppier for me, but it's a very good beer, and it's delicious. And we love it here at Baseline Tap House. Just picked our next snack up from ABC Commissary. These giant Mickey shortbread cookies are one of my favorite treats every season. I loved this one last year. This is obviously the Christmas one. At Halloween, they had one where it was like a pumpkin Mickey, and it was pumpkin, but it's a shortbread cookie. And these are only $3.99. They're huge, huge, really cute, simple snack. And I'm glad they brought it back. I'm hoping it's as good as it was last year. We love a snack as big as our face. Okay, it's still a very good cookie. It's not shortbread and it's not gingerbread, which is the two things I kind of wanted it to be. It's a chocolate cookie. It's not super, super rich. It's still a shortbread texture, so it's kind of that harder cookie, which I do enjoy. But it's chocolate, and I wish, again, it was gingerbread and or shortbread. But it's still very good. It's huge. It's shareable. Messy, though. My hands are covered in Red Dye 40. But for $4, it's a great cookie, and everybody can get a little nibble of it. So because it's not my preferred kind of cookie, I'm going to give it a 4 candy canes. You know how they always say it's not Christmas until you've had a blue curacao pineapple juice drink? A classic Christmas tradition. It's not a Christmas tradition, but Disney will shove a blue curacao drink into every holiday, no matter what means necessary. So may I introduce to you Christmas on the Beach. That's how we're working on this one. Christmas on the Beach. This is available at some of the walk-up bars here in Hollywood Studios. I got mine at Oasis Canteen. You can also get it at the Sunshine Bar on Sunset Boulevard. But this is coconut rum, blue curacao, of course, pineapple juice, of course, cranberry juice, a little glow cube on there. Because I tell you what, you got to give them credit for figuring out how to put this drink on every menu possible. Cheers. It tastes like every other one of these drinks. If you know me, you know this is not for me. I don't like these drinks in the summertime, so I really don't like them in the wintertime. I will say the coconut rum makes this one a little bit better to me because I do like the flavor of coconut. The pineapple juice is strong, but it's cut a little bit by the cranberry. So I guess this one's a slight upgrade from some of the other ones of these I've had because it's not quite as sickly sweet, but it's still too sweet for me. I still don't like sweet cocktails. I still don't like these style cocktails. I'm going to have to give this one candy cane 1.5 because of the coconut. It's just not for me. If you love these kind of drinks, I'm so glad that the one's available for you all year long. But for me, I would much rather get that Christmas beer over at Baseline. I would rather get just a plain cocktail at the Brown Derby Lounge or something like that. But cheers and congrats to Disney. You really did it. Found our next treat here in Hollywood Studios at Hollywood Scoops, the ice cream shop. This is a candy cane milkshake, and it is topped with a chocolate bundt cake with candy cane pieces and whipped cream and more candy cane pieces. And it's in this very adorable cup that I'm into. And I usually love these shakes, so I hope this one's good again. I love the milkshakes that they do here. I did a candy corn one during Halloween, and it wasn't candy corn-y enough, but this one is very pepperminty. It's delicious. It's simple. Let's try this cake also. I did ask if you can get just a cup of the peppermint ice cream, and they said no, it's not hand-scooped. It's like a pre-made milkshake, but let's try this. It's delightful. Nice moist chocolate cake. It's got the candy cane crumbles on top of it. I personally don't need the cake. I would have been happy with just the milkshake, but I'm not going to be mad that someone gave me cake at the same time, you know what I mean? So overall, this one is really fun to look at. It's very Instagrammable if you do it quick before it melts, so we're going to give it 5 candy canes. We have traveled back in time. I'm at the Tune-In Lounge. This is the lounge attached to 50's Primetime Cafe to get another holiday cocktail. This one for sure wins the award for the prettiest of the cocktails we've had so far. This one should be available at the Tune-In Lounge as well as 50's if you go eat in the restaurant. It is also listed to be available at the Brown Derby Lounge. But this one is called the Holiday Bliss. And if you get it inside, not to go, they'll put it in this pretty martini glass like this. Otherwise, it comes in the plastic cup. But it is vanilla vodka, sour apple pucker, caramel syrup, vanilla ice cream mix, and then it's garnished with peppermint and raspberries. So this one sounds a little sweet, but let's try it out. Cheers. I actually like the apple in that because it's cutting how sweet the vanilla and the caramel are. I wish I could taste the mint more. It's not bad, but it's a lot of flavors. It's like vanilla, apple, mint, and caramel. And it's too many flavors. I like the Halloween version of this better, which was very similar, but it didn't have the sour apple. I almost wish it was just a peppermint martini, which I have had other places. So I'm going to give it 3 candy canes because it gets bonus points for presentation, and it's not bad. It's fun. But I wish it was just less different flavors. Of the cocktails I've had, I like the frozen hot chocolate the best, then this one, and then the blue one. But the beer's the best on the drink scale. Hello from a very rainy deluxe burger, which is where we're getting our next holiday treat. Allow me to introduce you to the Oh Dear Cookie Shake. So this is the first day. I'm actually the first person to get one of these, and they are missing the gingerbread reindeer that's supposed to go on top. That's just to name it the Oh Dear, but that's all right. It's got hazelnut liqueur, vanilla gelato, cinnamon syrup, whipped cream, cinnamon sugar, and then it's supposed to have a little gingerbread deer there as well as a garnish along with the star, but they didn't have those yet. That sometimes happens on the first day of the new treats, but we're not going to fault them for that too much, and let's give this a whirl. Ooh, okay, that is very delicious and spicy, and I mean that in a not hot way. I mean spice, like you can definitely taste the wintry spices that you associate with gingerbread. So there's ginger, obviously, cinnamon, nutmeg. It's definitely sweet because it's a milkshake with vanilla gelato, but it's not overly sickly sweet. It's all the right amount of richness. Can't taste the alcohol. I don't think there's a ton in here because it's a liqueur. I guess you can taste it a little bit. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this. I'm not always a huge adult milkshake kind of person because I'd rather have a milkshake or a cocktail. But it's very good. If you're in Disney Springs and you're looking for something festive and not too over the top sweet, this is pretty good. We're gonna give this 4 candy canes. This next snack is coming to you live from Marketplace Snacks in Disney Springs. This is where you can get your Dole Whip over near World of Disney, but these are the Peppermint Bark Nachos. Very fun. So it's waffle cone chips that are red and green, and they're topped with chocolate and peppermint soft serve swirl. Then they've got some M&M's, whipped cream, chocolate sauce, and candy cane sprinkles, and even a piece of Ghirardelli peppermint bark on top. So this one looks fun. I feel like this is going to get high points for taste and looks. I love peppermint, not as much as pumpkin, but I think peppermint's a very delicious flavor. That ice cream is so good. I actually regret getting the swirl. I should have asked for just peppermint. Don't get me wrong, the chocolate's delicious, but the peppermint is so good, minty, delicious peppermint. I also love M&M's. They're my favorite candy. And I'm gonna get the peppermint bark and I'm gonna dip the waffle. Now I do understand why they swirled the peppermint. It's definitely strong. You can't even really taste the chocolate that much, so I think they didn't want to overpower you with mint, but I would have been fine with that. This is awesome. Yes, yes, yes. Which once again, a simple but delicious treat. It's just a waffle cone with peppermint and chocolate ice cream with some M&M's on top pretty much, and it's adorable and it's delicious. Sometimes Disney goes way too overboard with flavors. 5 candy canes. Calling it now. Today's the first day I'm filming this video. It's the first big day of the Christmas snacks. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be one of the best of the whole season. Made it to Magic Kingdom on our holiday treat crawl. Now, most of the holiday snacks here are exclusive to the Very Merriest After Hours. I did a whole video about it, but we're going to share those snacks now. But there are a few things you can get all day long without going to that specially ticketed event. So let's go get some Christmas cookie treats. Made it to the world of tomorrow for the Magic Kingdom snack we're going to try. We are headed into Anti-Gravity's Galactic Goodies. This is an ice cream shop that specialty is soft serve ice cream, and they've got 2 different holiday treats, both made out of the same soft serve. They've got a Christmas cookie sundae and a Christmas cookie milkshake, both using Christmas cookie soft serve. And then of course one's a shake, one's a sundae. You get it. So we're gonna try the sundae because that one looks delicious. They both look delicious, but I'm trying to eat a sundae right now. Here is my cookie sundae, and I just looked at the machine and it says cookie butter. Is it cookie butter flavored? Oh wow, this is amazing. This is a dream come true. I'm glad I went with the sundae. The cast member also confirmed the sundae is better because the sundae has the cookie butter ice cream, whipped cream, and sprinkles, which is also what the milkshake has, but the sundae has hot fudge on it. So this looks so scrumdiddlyumptious and tasty. Did I say scrumdiddlyumptious because these glasses make me look like Willy Wonka? My husband told me these glasses make me look like Willy Wonka. What do you think? Yes, yes. 1,000 times yes. That is so good. Now it doesn't taste as, it definitely tastes like a cookie, but it doesn't taste, I thought it would taste like cookie butter from Trader Joe's, but the hot fudge is A+. I'm glad I went with the sundae. Said the milkshake, and definitely share this bad boy. I love the holiday sprinkles. Love that warm hot fudge. 5 candy canes. 5. I can't help it. They did a lot of good work on the treats. Like I said, this is available all day long. You don't have to go to the Very Merriest after hours to get the sundae or the shake. And if you ask nicely, they'll just give you a cone of the cookie ice cream. But the rest of the treats we're gonna try at Magic Kingdom, those are all exclusive to the party. While the decor on Main Street may be beautiful, perhaps the best thing are the costumes. I'm so glad the cast members get to wear their beautiful holiday festive wear again. You guys look so cute. Hey everybody, I'm at the Magic Kingdom now. I'm actually at Mickey's Very Merriest Christmas After Hours event, that special event. I did a whole video on that, but there are some special snacks that you can get just at the event, and of course, we're gonna include them in this treats video. First up, this incredible looking number right here. This is the Orange Bird Churro. So you can get this at the churro cart on Main Street, and it's churros covered in orange creamsicle and little candied oranges. Is this not so cute you wanna cry? Okay, I'm a little bummed they didn't bring back the Orange Bird White Christmas they had for a few years because that was my favorite of the Orange Bird treats. But I gotta say, this is really good, and I'm not even the most churro lover, but I love these orange gummy candies. It's a good churro, not a stale one, that's important. And it does have that nice dusting of orange and then the orange creamsicle. I like having the orange as kind of a more unique flavor. Definitely fits in this part because duh, Florida, and also Orange Bird. You get 2 of them, so this is a fun one. I like this one. I will give the Orange Bird Christmas 4 candy canes. The next treats from Magic Kingdom's After Hours event can be grabbed at Sleepy Hollow and Liberty Square. We have a ginger apple funnel cake. So this is a gingerbread funnel cake, which I'm very jazzed about. Apple pie filling, vanilla ice cream, and caramel on top. And then this is simply an apple cider float. So 2 yummy looking treats. I can't wait to dig in. Let's try this drink first. That's good. It tastes like apple cider. It kind of reminds me of a LeFou brew, but with a little cinnamon extra magic on top. It definitely is more than frozen apple juice, though. You can taste that in the concentrate, but then with the whipped cream and the cinnamon and the kind of wintry seasonings on top, it does give it a little holiday fun. I don't think I would drink this one again, though. I would rather drink a coffee or a hot chocolate or something like that, and they do have free hot chocolate as part of the free gifts around when you come to this event, but this is still fun, and if it's not cool, like physically cool outside the weather, this is a fun one. So I would give this one 3.5 candy canes. It's fine. It's just not that exciting or a must for me. I don't think I would get this one again. But now let's try this behemoth. I love the ornate funnel cakes, and I like gingerbread, I like apple. I think this is everything I like in one. It's so good. Oh my gosh. Imagine a giant funnel cake, but make it gingerbread. Have the ginger and the cinnamon and the nutmeg, and then have that delicious, crunchy apple pie tartness on it and cool vanilla ice cream. 5 candy canes. This one's the winner so far in Magic Kingdom. 2 more Very Merry exclusive treats for you. These coming from Golden Oak Outpost, that snack stand across from Pecos Bills in Frontierland. First of all, we've got a gingerbread almond cake pop, and look how cute it is. Wanna cry, it's so cute. And then this is the To Be Jolly float, which is essentially like a peppermint frappuccino because it's iced coffee blended with peppermint, vanilla. It's got a cute mini bow on there. So again, Golden Oak Outpost, let's see how these are. I thought the funnel cake was gonna win handily, but this is a really good cake pop. It's really dense and moist like a good cake pop is, really strong gingerbread flavor. There's a lot of the white chocolate, which I could do with less of, but then it wouldn't be as cute. This is a really good cake pop. That's adorable. 5 gingerbreads. Wait, candy canes. 5 candy canes, sorry. And now for the coffee float. Okay, it's no surprise I like that more than the apple float. It doesn't have a lot of peppermint flavor. It mostly tastes like a blended iced coffee. It's definitely Joffrey's coffee. I can taste that. Not getting a strong peppermint flavor. Mostly just tastes like blended vanilla coffee. I would still buy a hot coffee because it's a little chilly out tonight, and I would rather drink like a nice warm coffee and feel really Christmassy and cozy than this. But it's a good float if you like coffee, so I'm gonna give it 4.5 candy canes just because I wouldn't recommend it as much as just getting a nice hot coffee at the Joffrey's or the Starbucks, but it's a very good float. Well, friends, that's a wrap on my holiday treats video. It was so much fun going around to the parks and exploring some of the holiday treats. Don't worry, we've got a whole Festival of the Holidays video coming for you. That hasn't even started yet, so we're gonna get a whole bunch more holiday fun there. Animal Kingdom's treats haven't come out yet either, but we had so much fun going to Magic Kingdom, Disney Springs, and Hollywood Studios to eat everything Red Dye 40 we possibly could. Some of my favorites this year were that peppermint sundae at Disney Springs. I liked the cookie sundae here at Magic Kingdom as well, and I loved that peanut butter reindeer over at Hollywood Studios. Let me know which Christmas treat looks the best to you. Look forward to other holiday videos coming your way. In the meantime, friends, make sure to rate, review, subscribe to our channel, follow us on social at AllEars.net. And until next time, I'm Molly, and it's been magical and merrily delicious. Hey, it's Molly here. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.